Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
It's your place to go for entertaining car talk, the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Today, coming to you live from Woody's Waterfront Car Show in San Leon, Texas. Not Leon. Just ahead, more participants in today's show talking about their cars and builds, and a couple of other guests smattered in. Jeff has a feature on Earl Schieb and the $29.95 paint job. You got one of those, didn't you? One time? I did. Actually, it was a Mako paint job, and it was not anything that they said it would be. Plus, we'll have the stories making auto news headlines along with Conrad's Car Clinic. It's all straight ahead on this edition of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars somewhere. King Conrad DeLong. We need more Jeff Dziekan. Yep. David Ainsley joins us today on the engineering side of things. David Ainsley. And also joining us today is Jeff Heitzman.
We needed a rocket scientist.
Yes,
absolutely.
We did. Yes.
We're not sure if it helped.
My daughter's counterpart here in Houston.
Absolutely.
Isn't that right?
There he is.
Yeah.
And Heitzman's working on the return to the moon.
Yes. Katie is working on launching satellites now. Yeah. Which is a very different thing. She's launching satellite buses. You ever heard of such a thing?
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to satellite Ubers?
Where they put 10 satellites in a little bus, and then they shoot them out as they need to be. That's what she's
call those sparklers.
Sparklers, that's it. Okay, I see that we have another guest here, and he looks really familiar.
And this is Shane Flores, and he's with Gateway Classic Cars.
I know you.
And they are one of the show sponsors here with Woody's nice. Waterfront Car Show.
Yes, I think that I met you when they opened the place up on the north side of town.
That's possible. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know you remember me. I think that we met in jail, actually.
I
was just trying to be nice about it.
Turn around, let them see the back of your head.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, we're all car guys, and so we can take a good ribbing now and then, can't we? It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah. So Gateway Classic Cars.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right. Largest car show in Houston every single day of the week. Right. I got about 160 hot rods.
Are you still in the same location up there? No, you've moved.
We moved up to 1960 and 45 right off of Cypress Station.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah. Is it a bigger warehouse than you had before?
Three times the size.
Oh, my God.
And the one you had before was good-sized as well.
Yeah, it's about 3 times.
Well, I mean, the one that you had before, I'm just guessing, would probably hold 100 cars.
Yeah,
the old one.
Yes, sir. Well, parked correctly.
Correct. Yeah, I know. Yes. Well, it's all in the parking. It's how you put it in.
It's all, exactly. So we get about, we could probably get 200 in our
new facility. Yeah.
Yes, sir. 200
so
plus.
your deal, how does it work?
Right.
I mean, do you buy the cars and sell them, or you sell them on consignment? How does it work?
Both. Right. Mostly consignment. Once again, person brings their car in. We basically do a market analysis of the vehicle, sit down with them. Right now, we're doing a zero cost consignment to the seller, so they give us their number. And we put the commissions and on top of that, and we handle everything for them. So they keep their title, and we call them with a check. We trade them a check for a title.
That's a pretty nice business model.
And you guys can handle financing for the buyer?
Well, we have.
If they have credit.
We have avenues, right?
Get
financing, shipping. I just sent a 68 big block 4-speed Camaro to Australia. So we have, the ability to get, we have the transport connections, right? We can get people
Seriously?
Connected. Yeah, we market it all over the world for 90 days. About 150 websites we do the pictures, do the video. You've seen our website, I'm sure, right? We put the music, and then we basically market it.
But Gateway is a collection of performance collector car sales organizations. You're one in Houston, but how many others are there around the country?
We have 22 locations, right? Been doing it for 23 years. Right, and we have 22 locations. Actually, just opened up a brand new locations out in New Braunfels to handle Austin and San Antonio. right?
Oh, what an interesting place to do that.
Right. So we handle both those markets, right? And we have Dallas and Houston. So Texas and Florida, I think, the only states that have 3 apiece in them, right? But we're all over. I think go as far as west as Las Vegas.
You're not in California.
No, sir.
Don't want to be.
No, you don't.
But if you got a car in California, all you got to do is drive it to Vegas, right? We'll take care of you, right? But yeah, it's guys bringing guys, gals, what have you. You know, we deal with a lot of dad had a car, you know, and mom doesn't know what it's worth. We don't want mom, you know, people coming to the house to have to do test drives, stuff like that. So we take it, we'll market it. We deal with all the ups and downs of dealing with, you know, selling a car or a hot rod. And as I said, in 90 days, if we don't sell it, you can come get it, or you can let us do it again.
Well, obviously, you've been pretty successful at it. Word's gotten out that, hey, man, these guys do it right.
Yes, sir. Like I said, 23 years, right? And we're turning cars. I mean, it's right now in Houston, I know we're, you know, number 2 in the country.
So do you consider auctions like Barrett Jackson and Mecum competitors to yours?
Not really. I mean, once again, somebody's going to you run a car across the auction, you're paying for 3 minutes, right? And you're hoping that the guy who came there is paying attention, right?
Yes.
You know, and if not, then, you know, you take what you get. But with us, you know, it sits, people can have the bank come check it out. If they have to financing, you can have someone come take a look at it right for you.
Like a mechanic or
Yeah,
somebody. Or
exactly.
Somebody like Woody.
Like Woody comes to our shop all the time, right, and does appraisals, right? So once again, it gives the car. We find the right buyer.
So I'm looking for
right. That's what we're looking for.
I'm looking for a 1969 427 Corvette. I want a coupe.
What color?
Exactly. So if I call you on the phone and say, hey, look, you know, I'm in the market for this, you can help me find it. If you don't have it in your wheelhouse, chances are you've got a connection with somebody that you know how to get a hold of one.
Well, I mean, once again, we have 22 locations, so you can go onto the website, you know, gateway.com, gatewayclassiccars.com, right? Look in any city and browse their showroom,
Yep.
right? Unfortunately, we don't ship cars between showrooms, right? So if you want a car that's in New York, you're going to have to go to New York, and same way with somebody from New York,
Yeah,
they
but
have
you
to
can
come
find
here.
it.
You can find it.
Yeah.
Or
everybody's got at least
and you
100
Or
can
have somebody like
Find
Woody
it
up
and
in
have
New
somebody
York.
inspect
Right.
it for you.
Exactly.
And I imagine that you know shippers that you could have the thing shipped here.
All day long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
Right.
but if they've all got at least 100 cars, that's 2,200 cars that are sitting on a showroom.
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty broad selection to look
Yeah,
at.
You know,
it is.
And like in my showroom here in Houston, we have anything from a 1924 Maxwell, right, all the way to a
My mother, the car.
2014 one of 300 Challengers.
Seriously.
Yeah. So.
Well,
yeah.
Challenger's a broader range of cars than people think, with all the different variations they have of the new ones, as well as the older ones out
Right.
of the 70s.
This would be like I said, 2014. Right. So it's one of 300 special units.
Something from
yeah,
the
something
back,
special
yeah.
about them, right?
Some package.
So, you know, but yeah, you know, like I said, I had a beautiful 2011 Camaro Indy pace car convertible, right? That the guy took back to Chevrolet and had 427 put in it, and everything done by Chevrolet at 5,000.
So that would be the white car with the orange stripe.
Yes, sir.
And the orange stripe that went down onto the lower valance.
Yeah.
Kind of an
Orange top.
right.
Yeah, but he'd taken it in and had a 427 upgrade, you know, LS, a whole 6-speed. You know,
Did you bring any cars here?
No, sir. Right, because most of the cars in our showroom are consigned, so we don't put them on the street. Right, we don't drive other people's cars.
What do you drive?
What do I drive? I drive a show.
A show?
Yeah, I use
Ford Taurus show?
Yes, sir.
The V6 or the V8?
V6.
Okay.
Right, twin turbo, or I ride my bike. Yeah, so. But I have a 1953 split window or 5-window cab Dodge truck that I'm working on. Right.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well,
You got to have
have a
something
project.
you're always working on.
always
Right.
1 ton. It's sitting on a 1-ton dually frame. So,
Oh, wow.
Right. It's going to be fun. Right.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah.
no doubt.
When we don't take, once again, the cars that we bring in, we go over them. We make sure there's no structural rust, right? We make sure there's, if they are shipped to England, they'll be able to pass safety specs, things like that. So, if you're not a mechanic, people come to us because they know that we're we go through we don't go through the car 100%, but we definitely make
Got a
sure that you're not buying
for a certain level of vehicle.
You're not buying sight unseen,
I
the
worry.
internet.
I worry about cars that have been wrecked, or they've tried to hide, frame repairs on something from the 1960s where the car's been wrecked pretty bad, or there's 4 feet of mud slapped on it with a paint job over the top of it.
I have a magnet I keep in my pocket when we check them.
Do you really? Yeah.
And most importantly, it's just I turn a car away every week. Right? If there's a trick, it's a trick to get it in gear. No. Right?
No tricks.
We don't have tricks.
We don't do tricks.
Right?
Here.
Go get it fixed and bring it back.
Right.
Once again,
you get the broom handle out and whack the starter down underneath the engine.
I've done that.
Very,
I
very.
have too.
I actually took in a barn find the other day, and we don't do it, but I did because it was a '72 Gran Torino Sport.
Okay.
That everything worked. The AC blew cold.
No.
Everything.
A barn find.
Every light, blinker.
and had that reflective side stripe on it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's brown on brown on brown.
I just watched the Clint Eastwood movie Gran Torino last night, so I'm seeing the car in my head. Except his was green.
But it was like I said, everything worked. It ran, drove.
How many miles did it have on it?
It was a one-owner car. It had about 75,000 miles on it.
Oh my gosh! And it's been in the barn all these years.
Well, he drove it until he
Storage of
passed.
some kind.
He drove it until he passed, and his son brought it to us. Right? Just didn't have, he's not mechanically inclined, and I shook his hand. I said, your dad, boy, he took care of this car like it was. To make every, if you ever, we all know how hard it is to keep every light working.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Dash, everything works. I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So,
And how long has it been in the barn?
it was in his
Storage,
garage,
yeah.
so it was in storage probably about a year.
Oh,
two.
okay.
He just passed, this year,
Yeah, they
right?
just put it up and
Right, and but yeah, it went. We put it online, and it was gone in 3 days. So
Wow.
we're moving.
somebody wanted that car.
Yeah,
Do you have cars that don't move that you think, man, somebody's going to buy this sooner or later? It's been sitting here for 9 months. Do you have any of those?
If they're priced in the market, right, there's somebody looking for it, right? I
Right.
mean, people, once again, we don't set the price. The consignor does, right? We put our money on top of that. So, and a lot of people have emotional connections with
Sure.
cars, so they think,
Well, all I can think of
they
is
think it's worth a lot more,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it's hard telling people that their big fender car that was worth $80,000 10 years ago is now only worth $50,000.
So do you guys typically play more in the domestic side of things?
We have
or
everything.
play in the import side.
We have everything. We do Mercedes. I have a Bentley, right? I have old, BMWs, right? So it's Japanese.
Everything.
I got a 240, right?
Oh,
that
wow.
has the 25, the engine swap. I'm not familiar with the Japanese,
Me either.
but it's got a badass straight six with a with a turbo on it with 300 horse and a 240 with a 5-speed, right?
wow,
So,
and no rust.
none, zero, been rotisserie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's fun to drive.
I'll bet it is.
And I only get to go, like an eighth of a mile at a time. But
You
it's
gotta
That's all
make
it
the most
takes.
of it.
As long as you can do it in 4.5 seconds,
exactly.
that's good.
It's quite the little Spitfire, right?
So I want to know when you guys moved to the 191645 location.
About 2-3 years ago.
Oh, you did?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So once again, just
Well, you
outgrew
weren't
it.
that far away from that location.
Just outgrew that spot.
Yeah.
And like I said, so any day of the week, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, guys, we have an open showroom. You can come in, walk around. It's like a museum. We have 2 sales guys. They're not, you walk around, you come get us whenever you see something that you want to get a better look at, right? And that's really all we ask is don't touch if you want to look at it, right?
Well, treat it like a car show.
Yeah.
Put your hands behind your back, and if
Yeah.
you're going to lean in to look, make sure there's nothing hanging around your neck.
But the best thing about this car show is if you fall in love, you can buy it.
So
and
You can really take it home
You
with
can really
you.
take it home with you. So I mean, once again, come in, walk around. I tell people all the time, it's you can blow an hour real quick, right? If you're stuck in traffic on 45 or 1960, all right, get off, come in, check us out, walk around.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
are you here looking to pick up some cars possibly?
Sure. I'm looking to talk to people about finding a new home for their baby.
So if you see somebody with a for sale sign on theirs, you might stop up and hand
why
them a
not
card.
why not let us handle all the BS? You go ahead and deal with your life, and we'll deal with all the tire kickers,
fun like
financials, right? You keep your title, right? And at the end, and you always control how much money goes in your pocket.
Cool.
So, and then we deal with everything else and give you a check at the end. So it's it's pretty much a win-win, right? And if you're looking for a car, you can go to our website. Like I said, we have 22 showrooms, right? I'm sure there's something in there that you hadn't seen, right?
Yeah.
And something in there that you've been looking for.
So is it gatewayclassiccars.com?
Yes, sir.
And then what, /Houston or?
No, you just go down. It'll say showrooms. You just click that, and it'll give you every showroom. You pick the city.
Look at all 22 of them.
You go through all 22. You can just basically just leave it as it is, and it shows you every car we have on in all of them. Like it just puts them all together, right? So, or you can individually look in the city.
Interesting.
So, but yeah, we're out here today, guys. It's a beautiful day. Come on down. We're looking to have a lot of fun today, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Well, we always do when we
come see us at our tent. We're basically got.
You have a tent here?
Yes, sir. We got a tent up front, right? Come get you a poster. We got poster pinups. We got some different things we're giving away, and
you got that Cheryl Teagues poster up there?
No, sir. Right, that was still in that's still in the garage. Right?
It was. It used to be on your bedroom wall.
It was.
Yeah.
Right? But it is in the garage.
Okay.
Right? So, guys, thanks a lot for having us. Right. Thanks a lot for coming out. Right.
Appreciate it.
And,
appreciate it.
If y'all make it down to the other end, we got a tent.
We'll make
Thanks,
it down
Shane.
there.
All right,
Thank you, man. All right, time now for the In-Wheel Time racing calendar. You into racing? We all are, in some form or another.
Depends on what it is.
You have that?
Yep.
Did you do your homework? I didn't do mine for you.
Yes,
I didn't pull the song that you wanted me to.
I checked Erica. They're at the St. Louis drag race this weekend, and she was P5 after the first round of qualifying. Only off by a couple of hundredths of a second, but in Pro Stock, that's a bunch. And Antron Brown was in P1.
Antron's bringing it on now.
He sure is. After starting his own team and kind of struggling at first, he won Denver, came in second last weekend, and doing real well. So, again, this weekend, NHRA is in St. Louis. Next weekend, and actually it's like a week-long event. They're at Ennis, Texas, the 7th through the 16th of October. October 27th, they're in Las Vegas, and I believe that's the finals. NASCAR this weekend is in Talladega. Next weekend is in Charlotte. The following weekend is in Las Vegas. And then Homestead on the 23rd. Formula One. Hey, Jeff, Formula One. Singapore Grand Prix is this weekend. Singapore. The Japanese Grand Prix is next weekend.
Singapore.
And then on October 23rd, United States Grand Prix at Circuit of the Americas, which will be a great show to go to. IMSA this weekend. The finale is today at Road Atlanta, and they do the 6-hour race, and IndyCar is done. And I know Gina's got all kinds of stuff going on over there in Mobile. She's had quite a bit of success over there. It seems like that they're getting a good good number of cars showing up for the races, and good sponsorship as well.
Yeah, if you ever want to go see a really good half-mile asphalt roundy round race, I'm telling you, that Mobile track is something else. And it's funny because there's no fences in the corners. And so if you get too squirrely, get too out of shape, you got bumped by somebody, you don't bang the wall and ruin your car. Instead, you just go out into the field and do some weed eating out there until you make your way back onto the track. It's really cool. And the drivers love it because they don't tear up their cars.
Tear their cars up as opposed to hitting the wall.
The only wall is where the grandstand is. It's got a great grandstand. It is half-mile asphalt racing at its finest.
Well, hey, you haven't been back?
I haven't been back.
You've been out there a couple of times.
Once. I went once last year. And, the track needed a lot of work. It had been closed down for years. but she actually has done a remarkable job in bringing it back.
She's moved over there.
She's moved over there, and I think that Bo spends every weekend over there with her helping run the races. But it's a well-run, oiled machine.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, Rodney is the announcer, and so we still have our connection over there. It's just a little bit too far for me to drive and turn it around on Sunday. Because I have to, if I'm going to go, I've got to leave here and drive immediately there and get there by race time.
Oh, yeah, for Saturday.
Yeah, spend
Saturday
the night
night
on
races.
Saturday night and then come back on Sunday. It's just a little bit too tight for me. All right, Jeffrey has a feature that he's going to do this week on the $29.95 paint job. And I'll bet you everybody in this line right here has had an Earl Schieb paint job.
At some point.
You're not going to admit it. You're not going to admit it. It's okay. I will admit that I did way back in the day when I didn't have any I still don't have any confidence in my painting skills.
Or
because
money.
Rollers and brushes.
Rollers and brushes, and I'm not even good at that.
And the reason why I'm doing this is because we are at a car show. There's a lot of custom vehicles with a lot of custom work, custom paint, custom striping, all of that good stuff. So why not bring Earl Schieb into the mix?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm
If
talking
nothing,
about.
If nothing more for a good
So
laugh.
the company was founded in 1937 by his namesake, Earl A. Schieb, who opened the first Earl Schieb paint and body in Los Angeles. Schieb decided to paint a few cars in his gas station during the evening hours after it was closed to do a little extra money and to generate some revenue. What began as a small after-hours endeavor soon blossomed, and Schieb couldn't keep up with the demand. He introduced production painting of automobiles in the United States, offering low prices of $29.95 for sedans and $24.95 for coupes, or as Mike would say, coupes. Open daily, Schieb and his 10 employees painted between 150 and 210 cars per week in the early years.
Per week.
Per week in the early years. Earl Schieb marketed his shops through low-budget television commercials on late-night TV programs.
Yep.
Schieb soon became a national icon and celebrity as his often heard pitched, "I'm Earl Schieb, and I'll paint any car, any color for $29.95, no ups, no extras." Earl Schieb Paint and Body is the world's largest company-owned and operated auto paint and body repair service, painting more than 15,000 cars a year.
Wow.
And painted over 10 million in his 62 years of business.
And he didn't even wash them before he painted
don't
them.
think
Just
so.
painted over the dirt. Why not?
By 1985, there were 275 Earl Schieb stores ranging from Hawaii to New York.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
He was a bajillionaire when he died.
The company opened its first store in Canada in 1984 and planned to open 25 new outlets by fiscal 86. Overseas expansion was in the works as well, and Earl Schieb opened one up in London in 1985.
Cheerio.
On February 29th, which was a leap year, 1992, the day after turning 85, Earl Schieb passed away, leaving a legacy and a struggling business. His son took over, and a few days after his son took over, the stock skyrocketed 47%.
Wow.
Sell.
The company owned a paint manufacturing plant in Missouri, and they called upon that paint manufacturing place in Missouri to make 100% acrylic urethane paint. And to this day, it was awarded, it was introduced in 97, and it was awarded by the Paint Production, Auto Painting, and Paint Research Association as the #1 paint. Now, the offshoot to this is Mako. Mako got their wings and their foot in the door because of Earl Schieb. Yeah.
How bizarre.
Yeah.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah. So
Hey,
from
what kind of paint job you got on your car there? Well, I got me some Earl
Earl
Schieb paint on there.
Why does the kid in the back seat the same color as the car? Because I left the window down. So from 1937 to 1997, it was an illustrious career.
No, in high school, I had a couple of friends of mine got an Earl Schieb, but the price was more than
I'm surprised
$29
that
at the time.
I'm surprised that somebody.
They did all the prep work. They taped the car off and trailered it to Schieb and let him shoot it. Actually, didn't look too bad.
Amazing.
I think it was less than $100.
Less than 100.
Yeah.
So the paint probably cost $20.
And the labor was, I ultimately think what they did was they had like 4 guys stand there and spray, and they just drove the car past it. and
like a car wash.
And that's what they put.
It was one of the first production, and there are some YouTube videos of ex-employees that will explain what they did and how they did it. Well, I had a hammer and a crowbar, and I had to lock them up at night so no one would steal my tools.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yikes. Well, okay.
There it is.
I have some extra news that I wanted to get in. It's been 11 years since Ram offered a mid-size pickup truck, and it appears the brand is again considering getting back into the segment. Before it makes the move, Ram wants dealers to get a look at its vision, which I think is all a bunch of malarkey. Ram CEO Mike Koval Jr. Mike, did you ever meet Mike?
Yes.
What was his title when we met him?
He was over at Jeep at the time that
That's
we met
right.
him.
He was at Jeep, yeah. He said he's considering showing retailers an early concept of a mid-size truck in March to gauge their interest. Not clear at this point if the concept would be a rendering or a physical mock-up. This goes back to your story last week about concept cars.
Yep.
And you never see them at car shows anymore.
No.
That used to be a big draw to go to the car show to go see the concept cars.
Mm-hmm.
They don't make concept cars anymore. They made those in years.
Well, they're making them in a concept is one word, but they're making them for the electric. They're making them for the younger crowds. And
Well,
things,
they're making it more like a prototype, like a first run.
It's a prototype,
It
yeah.
turns out being what they build or
Yeah,
real close to
for
it.
the most part.
Used to concept cars were just something totally fantastic with bubble tops and
Oh, yeah.
things like this Barris
yeah,
car sitting out here.
15
in the front.
inches extra.
So did you hear Ford is having supplier issues?
No.
They can't get the Ford emblem for the back of an F-150. The supplier can't deliver
Was that
the
both
emblem.
ends? I thought it was at both
So they
ends.
can't sell them.
So
they
they can't
don't
sell
sell them without the emblem.
without the emblem on. I think.
Oh,
that's,
for God's
that's
sake.
just
Seriously? Don't go any further.
Get Vinny with a marker, and he'll color it
Vinny.
in.
Hey, the In Wheel Time Car Show streams on the iHeart Radio app, Facebook, YouTube at InWheelTime.com, and podcasts are available on your favorite podcast channel. In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
Starting to work on your Christmas calendar? Be sure to add the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In Saturday, December 17th. You'll want to attend Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition at the Loopy Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. It's the only place cruisers compete for Loopy's Chili Pepper trophies and other prizes. There's no charge to enter your vehicle for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, or Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest and most unique cruise-in and is your opportunity to see the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods. And get Loopy Tortilla breakfast tacos with adult beverages. There's no entry fee and cars will automatically compete for those much sought-after custom Loopy trophies and other prizes. It happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition, Saturday, December 17th. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Celebrate the Christmas season with friends and family at Tailpipes and Tacos. Saturday morning, December 17th, 8 to 11. We'll see you then, weather permitting. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is having a car social. Saturday, October 15th, 9 to noon. It's a cruise-in like no other. Expect Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches, Corvettes, and Shelby Mustangs. Get social at this first-ever event. You'll also see Gulf Coast Auto Shield's private workshop. Questions are welcomed. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway near West Airport Boulevard, just south of the Southwest Freeway. Car Social takes place Saturday, October 15th, 9 to noon. Tell your friends, bring your car, and enjoy this rare opportunity to see Houston's finest rides. You'll also learn about nano-ceramic coatings, Exo Shield for your windshield, and Expel window tint, among others. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there, too. Join us for Car Social at Gulf Coast Auto Shield Saturday, October 15th, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. Visit gcautoshield.com to see the show flyer and all the details. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is now part of the iHeart family. Now you'll have access to 24/7 Car Talk anytime you need a fix. Just download the iHeart Radio app and ask for In Wheel Time Car Talk, and there we are. Be sure to save us in your iHeart library for instant access. No matter where you are, you have the best Car Talk Show right on your PC, laptop, or mobile device and never have to worry about finding us again. Of course, you can always get access to our video and audio streams via InWheelTime.com and your favorite podcast channel, and all of this is free to you. From the iHeart Radio app, you'll not only hear our Saturday morning live show, but the best shows of the past, updated weekly. Never miss a minute of up-to-date new car reviews, pre-owned reviews, Conrad's Car Clinic, informative interviews, automotive news, and the most fun car talk show on the planet. Just download the iHeart Radio app, search for In Wheel Time Car Talk, save it to your library, and with a tap of the icon, you'll be in touch with your favorite Car Talk team. In Wheel Time Car Talk, streaming now on iHeart.com/In Wheel Time Car Talk. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.